Welcome to Outlander Media Network. I'm with Aiden Fisher. Some of y'all know him from Stranger Things. We're going to get started with the Steel Panther story. Let's go ahead and talk about the Steel Panther story.
Steel Panther story. So, to start off right, I think I should go back to how I first got interested in really playing guitar, which is a concert I attended when I was 10 years old. Me and my dad right here, actually, we went to see Guns N' Roses when I was 10 in Kansas City. And we went to the front row, got in the front row, and we were in the front row the entire concert. And towards the end of the concert, Axl Rose, the lead singer, saw me and wanted to bring me on stage for the last song. So for the last song, Paradise City, they brought me on stage and I bowed with the entire band. And like after that, I was just so influenced by that and just driven to play guitar. So I went home after that and picked up a guitar, didn't put it down for the entire summer, and just played my ass off. And through that time I kind of discovered Eddie Van Halen, which I'd never heard of before until that. And I looked up YouTube videos and I was 10 years old at the time, like, holy shit, this is Eddie Van Halen, this is crazy, you know? Like, his playing is like a fucking alien, you know? I'm sorry, can I cuss? I don't know.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. But yeah, his playing was just like so otherworldly to me, and I was just so like amazed by it. So I wanted to learn Eruption. So I learned Eruption and really tried to get that down. And then my dad was a huge Steel Panther fan. So this is a couple months later after the concert. It's like December 2013, and my dad was a huge Steel Panther fan, and Steel Panther is kind of known for bringing people on stage and doing crazy stuff with the crowd. So he had the idea to, because he saw me, I learned the guitar solo. He wanted to. There was somebody who went on stage and kind of did the same thing I did before. He was a drummer and had a sign that I challenged the drummer to a drum off or something like that. So he kind of got the idea from that, and he had the idea to make a sign that I challenged Satchel, the guitar player, to a guitar solo, and have me go up in the front row and hold that sign and get up and do that and play the solo. So we did that. We made the sign. We went to Kansas City, and when we went to Kansas City, we checked into our hotel, and the guys from Steel Panther actually were staying in the same hotel we stayed at, coincidentally. And on the elevator going up to our room, we ran into Satchel out of costume because he wears a wig and everything. He's you know, he's cool. He's a normal guy, you know. He plays a character, but we met him and we had the sign on us. So we actually told him like, hey, we got the sign. We're gonna come to the concert. We got the sign. Can we make this happen or something? And he's like, yeah, just come to this concert. We'll see if we can get you up. So I went to the concert after that. Got to the front row with the sign. Held the sign up. They brought me up. I played Eruption into You Really Got Me by Van Halen, and the rest is history. Yeah.
Wow. So you're really influenced by a lot of these 80s metal bands.
Yeah.
That probably has something to do with your dad, you know, exposing you to a lot of these metal bands, the 80s groups. Who would be your favorite one from back in the 80s?
Favorite? Oh, Van Halen.
Van
Absolutely,
Halen?
Yeah. Van Halen and Guns N' Roses. Yeah.
I saw Guns N' Roses on the Girls tour way back when.
Motley Crue?
Yeah, with Motley Crue open as a headliner.
That's cool.
It was Guns N' Roses' first tour. I'll never forget it. It was an awesome show. One of the best shows I've ever been to. So which do you prefer better? Do you like playing guitar, being a musician, or do you like the acting? Which one do you like better?
Well, I've always been a musician, and I think guitar is my number one thing. But acting has become a thing after the Stranger Things experience thing I did with playing guitar in the show and stuff.
And that went viral for you. I mean, that was,
did.
And Metallica, I'm sure to God, Metallica's sending you a thank you note for helping increase. Oh, they haven't?
No.
Really?
They need to.
I must say.
They need to.
I mean, they need to ask you to come perform Master of Puppets at one of their stadium shows.
I know.
You know, remember that, Metallica?
Remember that.
But yeah, that would be awesome if you did. Have you ever thought about forming a band?
Yeah. I'm on the market for a band right now, or looking for a band, you know, so if any bands want to hit me up to jam or something, let me know. You know?
You played in, like, big stadiums, like doing the national anthem.
That's right.
You would think that one of these people would snatch you right on.
I know, right? Yeah.
I mean, your guitar playing, we saw you last night, and like I said, it's pretty extraordinary. Opening up the The way you led into Master of Puppets, that's a good. And it sounds like the same way you think on Steel Panther, you went with Eruption and led into You Really Got Me, wasn't it?
Kinda like that, pretty much. Yeah.
I say Van Halen was one of my favorites. It was one of the bands I missed that I had one chance to see them and I didn't get it, and unfortunately I won't
never
get to
saw
see
them
them.
either. Yeah.
They were one that was on my bucket list and I just missed them.
Yeah.
So what you got planned next?
Right now, my next event would be Pensacon. That's a Comic-Con in Pensacola, Florida, and that's February 19th, I think, if I'm right.
February 19th
Yeah.
at Pensacon, Florida.
Yep.
And you got some shows coming up also that maybe get some theaters.
Nothing right now. Really.
Nothing right now?
Yeah, just kind of acting, auditioning a lot for acting, and just seeing what happens.
Keeping you kind of busy. Have you enjoyed the con? How many conventions have you done?
I think like 6 or something like that. Yeah.
Have you enjoyed it this weekend?
Oh yeah, it's a lot of fun.
It's
Fun meeting people. Yeah, I'm tired. I'm hungry right now. I'm sorry.
I got you. Believe me.
I need some food in my stomach, you know.
I mean,
oh man.
I used to be able to handle these conventions when I was younger. Now I'm starting to show my age a little bit.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna wrap this up. I appreciate y'all. Appreciate Aiden Fisher coming out
For
here
sure.
to Outlander Media Network. And good luck with you. You can follow him on Facebook, Twitter, Aiden Fisher Music. Aiden Fisher Music. And hey, here's a business card. And y'all just follow him and push. Get him on that Metallica concert. Peace. All right, welcome to Outlander Media Network. I'm here with the legendary Tim Capello. How's it going, Tim?
Hey, buddy. What's happening?
Great.
All right.
Great show last night. Can you tell what the vibe you were feeling in that show?
Oh, man, everybody was into it. We were rocking the joint. I had a ball.
It almost felt like 1980. Was it
7?
87?
1987. Yeah, man. You know, I'm always touring. I'm all over the country all the time. I played that song tens of thousands of times, and I still dig it every time I do it. It's a great song, and, you know, it was originally by a group named The Call. So if anybody out there wants to get the original, you're going to really dig that too. It's got no saxophone on it. I had to figure out how to do that, but it's fantastic if you listen to the original version.
I mean, like I got the original Lost Boys soundtrack, but I can't listen to it anymore because it's on cassette.
Oh. Get yourself a cassette player. It's worth it.
I got a CD though that made up
It's
for it.
worth it. Come on.
Hey, I realized that you used to play with the legendary Tina Turner.
That's right.
How was that working with Tina Turner?
15 years playing with the lady herself. She was a genius. In the 15 years I was with her, she taught me so much, and I never heard one bad note, never saw one misstep. She is just like a force of nature, and she's absolutely just one of my heroes. Absolutely.
Do you ever hear from her anymore?
No. I quit the band in '99. I wanted to start doing my own thing, and she was very nice about it. So it's cool.
Well, I noticed you're still pretty good shape. What do you do on your exercise program?
It's not. It gets a little tougher every year. I'm 67 now, but I'm in there. I'm in that gym 6 days a week. Still trying to keep it together as much as I can, and well, I still feel 25, so I'm gonna keep just doing this until I hit a high G shot and have a fucking aneurysm on stage. Just go right over.
Don't do that.
That's my goal.
Don't. How long do you work out in the gym every day?
Oh, not a whole lot. As I get older, I find I can do less with more, and if I overtrain, that's bad. So I just do it, and I'm a little more cautious about the joints, you know what I mean? Knees, elbows, hips, stuff like that. But I still try to give it everything I've got. I just, you know, I wouldn't want to get any sort of injuries, so I'm a little bit more concerned and a little bit more careful with that now, but I try to keep myself as good as I can. And stay off the sauce. That's the big one. Stay off the drugs, stay off the sauce. Then I can do everything I need to do in the gym. And I gotta say, working out has saved my life more than one time. So if anybody's got anxiety problems like I do, if anybody's got any sort of substance problems, man, replace it with the gym and kick ass. And I swear to God, man, it's the same exact feeling as doing a great drug.
Hey, I see your point on that. I mean, I've been sober for 18 years.
Yeah.
And we were discussing it one day, and we discussed that you spend so much time to figure out what you're going to do in the gym that day, it eats up more of your time.
Well, I tell you what, for me, I train with my wife, and I'll tell you why. If I'm training with my wife, we've been together for 25 years, but I still need to impress her. I still need to lift a little more, get another rep or two. If she's there watching me, I don't want her to think, even after all this time, she knows me inside and out, but I don't want her to think I'm some wimp. So that's my secret. Work out with someone you love, or work out with any training partner and you don't want to screw up. So it's vanity. Vanity is your friend. You don't want your body to go to hell. You don't want your wife to think you're a wimp. You don't want your husband to think you're a wimp. You don't want your best friends. You want to lift as much as they can, maybe even get a little better than they can. And that healthy competition, although it's not competition with my wife, I just want to show off. And I'll tell her too, I'll say, you remember I only got 9 reps on that. I got 11 this time. I just want you to remember that.
You mentioned to me that you're touring.
Yes.
Like you're touring like musically, or you're touring with the conventions, or?
Nope. I always do conventions in between my tours, but I tour the months of April, June, August, and October, and pretty much 5 weeks at a time in all those, and then I spend the winter with my wife down in Florida, and then in between, because I've done long tours, and you just sort of lose touch with home. I don't want to do that anymore. 1 month off, 1 month on, 1 month on the road, 1 month off the road, and then just the whole winter just hanging out in Florida, just having a ball.
Are you the headliner at these tours?
I'm the only liner.
That's what I'm talking about.
Either they'll run the Lost Boys to open for me, or I'll get a DJ, somebody that I don't, because it's more like a one-man show. I got screens in the back of me, and it's all on sort of theater software, because I don't want it to just be me sitting there singing and playing. That's too much like karaoke. I want to keep everybody involved, so I make movies for the show to keep everybody entertained, and we do things together. Like, in other words, in I Still Believe, I have footage of the lady herself, Miss Star, and the whole crowd learns how to do the star. We learn all of her moves together, and it's just so much fun to keep people, involved, and telling them stories about Miami Vice and all the TV shows, all the embarrassment, all the humiliation, all the fun stuff that's, been a part of, well, geez, I guess I've been doing this for 50 years. So I have a few stories to tell, and I like in between the songs to just tell people a little bit about how I got the job on the Lost Boys, or just different things that happened with Tina, or different things that happened with other people that I played with, and I just have a ball.
Well, how did you get the job with Lost Boys?
Well, I was auditioning for the Gary Busey part in Lethal Weapon, and I was late for it because I heard this song on the radio. And you ever been in your car and you hear a song on the radio and you can't get out and go to the store. You have to wait till it's over and the DJ tells you what it is. That song turned out to be I Still Believe by The Call, the original version. So I was late for the audition, never got to read, but a guy I never met came and said, "You play with Tina Turner, don't you?" I said, "Yes, I do." He said, "Come with me." He marched me down the hall to Joel Schumacher's office. He opened the door. There was Joel. Joel said, "Timmy, I've been trying to get in touch with you all week, man. Do you have an unlisted number or what? You want to do a song in my next movie?" I said, "You bet your ass I want to do a song in your next movie." So it was a 30-second meeting. He gave me the tune. He sent it to me to learn it. But I already had it. I went and got the cassette that same day that he said it, never knowing he was going to send me the same song. Wow. So I knew it. I didn't have to have any lyric sheet. The only tough thing was figuring out where to put the sax, because there's no sax on the original. So that took me a while, but it was one take on the vocal, and it was such a joy, man. It was so much fun.
All right, we're going to wrap this up.
All right.
And I appreciate your time. Could you give us a sound bite
No,
with your saxophone?
this is a dummy read.
Oh, crap.
Because I can't, if I put my best read on there, somebody's going to come by and they're going to flip it and it's going to break. So sorry about that, everybody, but can't do it. This is an old, beat up, screwed up, chopped up reed that won't even make a sound, no matter how hard I try.
That's okay.
Sorry about that.
No problem.
All right, man.
And like I said, we were Tim Capello, Lost Boys, still my favorite vampire movie to this day. We're Outlander Media Network, and we're out of here. And follow Tim Capello, on Facebook,
okay.
Twitter,
Facebook.
Instagram.
No, Facebook.
Facebook
That's
only.
all I got time for. I ain't got time for nothing else.
Hey, you a man in my own heart. I'm only on Facebook.
All right.
All right, thanks
Bye,
a lot.
everybody.
Have a good one.
See you.
Welcome, Outlander Media Network. I'm Kirby Lee Bailey, and this is Matthew Patrick Davis. Welcome aboard.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Right, we're just going to jump right to it. Your first big selling movie, The Barbarian. Tell us a little about your experience on it.
Yes, I've done prosthetics things before, but this was my first feature film, and it was great to see it in a movie theater and see it with audiences and stuff, and it was just a full-on bonkers adventure every day.
I mean, how did it feel to be probably in one of the sleeper horror movies of the year that people didn't know how big this movie was going to be?
Yeah, I didn't know either. I mean, and especially nowadays, the chances are it's going to go to streamer, so it's such an amazing gift that we got to have a theatrical release, and the love for it has been fun.
I mean, how was it like playing a monster?
Well, she's not a monster.
Oh,
she's a person. And she's a victim.
Yes.
So and I was just glad that Zach Kreger, the writer-director, wrote a quote-unquote monster that you in the end empathize with. So I loved playing the two sides of that, like the feral, aggressive side, but then also the mothering victim side, protective side.
How was it like working with the cast of Barbarian?
It was great. I mean, my first day on set was meeting Bill Skarsgård and then killing Bill Skarsgård. And I had just watched the two It movies, and so I was like, man, he has just delivered an iconic prosthetics performance of the past decade, and here I am getting in the rubber bits. No pressure, but he was luckily really cool, and he was just like, I'm glad it's you in the prosthetics and not me. 'Cause I guess everyone finds him uncomfortable,
Well,
but yeah, he was great. And then Georgina was amazing. It was so fun to watch her emotional availability, just on last looks, just eyes welling up with tears, and then being able to joke between takes, and to sustain that for a whole film was very impressive. And then Justin Long was incredible because he and I had to do some weird things together, and I didn't know how that was going to go, and I was hoping he was cool, and he is cool, and he was down for everything. And yeah, it was great.
maybe you get another feature with Justin Long. I've seen Justin Long in lots of movies. Maybe get back in another feature with him.
That would be great.
'Cause he does a little bit of everything.
That's right.
How tall are you?
I'm just 6'8".
Oh, just
Yeah. That's it.
do you have a possible another movie coming up?
No, the only things I have coming up are like songwriting things. So I've co-written some songs for The Ghost and Molly McGee on the Disney Channel, and season 2 will be coming out in the next couple months, I think. And then I've written a kids album of songs about dogs, and I'm writing another one about dinosaurs. So I spin many plates, and then I also play large naked feral women.
So which one do you like better? Do you like playing large naked women or
Writing funny kid songs?
Writing kid songs.
I hope to be able to continue to do both for as long as possible. Yeah, I like the disparate, many different things. You know.
Well, that's one of the. How is your first Days of Dead convention going?
It's great. Yeah, it's been a lot of fun.
I mean, this is my 4th or 5th. I can't even remember how many I've done. And it's always great seeing a brand new celebrity that's never done one.
Oh, shucks. Yeah, it's been a blast.
I mean, I hope you get to do more, and I hope you do more, like maybe do Vegas.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Are you from this area, or
I'm from San Diego originally, and I live in LA.
live in L.A.? I guess you'll be flying out today.
Tonight, yeah.
Oh, well, at least you get a little time before you have to get out of here. So what has been your favorite take on this convention right here?
I think just like meeting all the people and feeling the love for the film. It's just been, it's been great to, because you know that people, and you've seen what people have written about it, but just like hearing it from their mouths has been great.
Like one of the things I don't want to do, like on this podcast, I don't want to talk too much about the movie because I don't want to give spoilers out or anything like that.
My whole character's a spoiler. I mean,
Oh yeah,
right?
But I still don't want to give out too much. And
it's fine. It's been out since September. They've had time.
So, what was it like, giving the bottle to your coworker, Justin Long?
Oh, this?
Yeah.
It was great. Justin was a good little baby.
Yeah, like I say, it was one of my top 5 horror movies of the year. I was just blown away by it, just because I like the twist in it. Mm-hmm. I saw it going one way, and then it went another way that I didn't see coming because I hadn't seen any trailers when I walked in there, and just walked in there completely blind.
Yeah.
And it was like, whoa.
Well, and even the trailer didn't give a lot away, which I appreciate. These days, the trailers just ruin the whole movie. And so I hope that studios learn to, it's advantageous to not ruin the whole movie in the trailer.
I mean, one of the good things about horror movies right now, they are the big seller in the movie theaters right now.
Yeah.
I mean, the new Megan movie that just came out, it may break $100 million when it's all said and done.
Yeah.
But these horror movies are just coming out one after another. I hope you get on another one because you were a very good little horror character that I won't forget.
Okay, well, thank you.
Well, Matthew, we appreciate your time here.
Yeah.
And hey, enjoy the convention.
Yeah, it's just like.
Follow me on Outlander Media. I'm Kirby Lee Bailey. Matthew Patrick Davis. Follow him on Facebook, Twitter. What else you got?
Instagram.
Instagram.
At Matthew Patrick Davis.
At Matthew Patrick Davis. Thank you, and we're out of here.
Bye.